welcome to tonight's matchup between the Bethlehem Academy Cardinals and the Southland Rebels, girls varsity basketball. Lindsay Hansen will match up at center with Bailey Johnson for the jump. Rebels control the ball to start the game. Nelson passes around top. McCabe dribbles, passes into Mathis. And Johnson called for the travel. Trump will pass it in for the Cardinals to Good. She brings up the ball. She's met at center court. The Rebel passes it over to Trump, handles the pass. Pass attempt to Rose down underneath. Gets away, out of bounds, turnover for Cardinals. Nelson brings it up for the Rebels. Stopped at the top of the key, pass over to McCabe, back to Nelson, looking underneath. For 3-point shot attempt, not good. Rebound by Kangas, brought up by DeGrood. Over to Trump. Trump's looking for someone to pass to. Nice little give and go to DeGrood. And called. Carly DeGrood called for the travel turnover. Pass underneath to Johnson. Shots up. Rebound Rose for the Cardinals. Trump brings the ball up, passes down to Kangas. Thought she was going to shoot down underneath the Hansen. Back out to Trump for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound by Carly, batted over, and she couldn't handle the loose ball. Out of bounds. Cardinals. Nelson brings it up for the Rebel. Waiting her at the top of the key is Kangas. She passes over to McCabe. McCabe passes over to Sorensen. Then over to Johnson. Good ball moving here, looking for something down underneath. There's a pass to Johnson. She puts up the little jumper, no good. Rebound, Trump. DeGrood hustles it up, passes to Kangas. Back to DeGrood. Underneath to Rose, out to Kangas for 3. Oh, close. Rebound by Rose. Out to Kangas for the DeGrood for the 3. Rebound, Rebels, and they bring the ball back up. Still waiting for our first points of the game. Out to McCabe, down underneath, a nice little pass down. Rebound, Hansen. She got right, Mathis got right underneath there, but couldn't get it to fall. The ball just doesn't want to go in.
12-15.
There's a pass underneath the Hansen, back out to Trump for the open 3. Oh, off the back of the rim. Rebound, Rebels. Nelson brings it up for the Rebels. Over to Mathis, down underneath the key, no shot. Good defense by the Cardinals. There's the first point of the game by McCabe. Nice layoff, high up off the glass. Coach Trump wants him to push the ball down. Sorry, Carly, I called you Brianna. That's your sister, 2-on-1. Rebels bring it down. Unable to cash in. Rebound by Rose. Fan wanted to carry by Carly, but no call there. Back up to Carly, pass over to Trump. Down underneath the Hansen. Tried to get it down underneath, but intercepted by number 5, Mathis. Johnson brings the ball up. Oh. Trump gets a missed pass. Down to Hansen for the breakaway layup, and we have a 2-2 tie. First Cardinal bucket by Hansen. Oh, nice. Carly called for the fall down underneath as she broke up the pass to a charging Rebel that was going to have a layup had that not happened. So we got some substitutes for the Cardinal. Looked like we have Cohen in there and Johnson. And there's a shot by the Johnson Rebel. We have a 4-2 game in favor of the Rebels. Trump brings up to the top key, open, wide open. Hansen at the top of the key, pass over to Kangas, then to Johnson, back to Kangas. Trying to get the ball down underneath. Oh, somehow Johnson came up with the mishandled ball, but unable to cash in. Sorensen brings it up for the Rebels. Passes over to Nelson. Crossed over to McCabe. Kangas picks off the pass. Coach Trump wanted her to just break off on that. There is a and one. So
Count the basket. What's up?
Anna Colon will go up to try to make it a three-point play as she was able to get that play up to fall and get the foul. We'll cash in on the three-point play with the free throw and rebound by the Rebels. Nelson met at top of the key by the Cardinal defense. It passed around to top of the key. Hansen deflects a pass, but not able to get a hand on it. There's a three-point shot for the Rebels. And a 7-4 game in favor of the Rebels. Cohen passes down to Kangas, down underneath to Hansen for the little jumper. Nothing but net. Nice shot by Lindsay Hansen. Rebels push the ball back up. Nelson's met at the top of the key by Kangas once again. Over to Wilson. Passes down to Sorensen off of Anna Cohen's leg as she defended that pass. And we got a couple new subs in for, we got Anna Tobin coming in for Kangas and Josie Rose in for Hansen. Ball is inbounded by the Rebels. Strongly defended by the Cardinals. Unable to get the rebound are the Cardinals. Rebels moving the ball around the outside, looking for something underneath. Well defended by Cardinals. Nothing underneath at this point. They're passing around the three-point line, looking for an open shot. Good talk by the Cardinals. Keep the cutter from getting the ball. Good defense. Three-point shot put up. Oh, off the backboard for a long three-pointer. Anna Tobin brings up the ball. Kate Trump kind of runs interference for her. Pass down to Cohen is disrupted by Johnson. She knocked it out of bounds. Cardinal ball down in the corner. Looks like Kate Trump's going to throw this ball in. That was quite a collision down there. Everybody's okay, and Rothberg going. Well, there's a pass to Rose underneath. Didn't like what she had. Out to Tobin at the top of the key. Looked for Trump. Back down to Rose. Out to Cohen for three. Off the back of the rim. Struggle for the ball underneath. Ref says it is Cardinal ball. Kate Trump's going down underneath to run the play that her coach is telling her to run. Passes over to Cohen. Off the back of the rim once again. Ball stays down on that end with the Cardinals. Coach Trump calls out another call, another play. They're patient to run it. Out to Johnson, over to Cohen. Back to Tobin. Takes a nice little jumper. Oh, off the front of the rim. Looks good from here, but not quite enough. Ball is pushed up by Wilson of the Rebels. Looking to get it underneath. Nothing there. Passes out to Johnson. Over to Sorensen. Out to Nelson. Looking for something underneath. There's a three-point shot taken by Nelson off the front of the rib. Rebound by Trump. There goes a long pass down to Tobin for the nice little shot off the backboard. Making an 10-8 game. Rebels are up at this point. Sorensen brings it down, sends it to Nelson, back over to Johnson, back to Sorensen, down underneath for the cutter. As she took off for the opening, she called for a travel. That was Schneider. So we got a sub for the Rebels. We got McCabe and Schmitz and Mathis in for the Rebels. Manitoba brings it up for the Cardinals with Kate Trump shadowing her on the way up. Nice pass to Rose, then out to Johnson for the 15-footer. If my estimation's right, we have a tie game. After 6 down underneath, looking to get something underneath out to the top of the key. Wilson. Looking to move, looking for number, well defended by Kate Trump. And Cohen takes it down in the far corner. Long pass over to Trump. Quick pass down to Johnson, back to Trump. Out to Cohen, over to Tobin. A little short, but Johnson's right there for the rebound. And the foul.
32.
The foul is committed by Mathis. Johnson will go to the free throw line. We got a couple subs coming in for the Cardinals probably after this first shot. So in come our subs. Hanson and is that a DeMars, I believe. She can't turn far enough. I forgot to look at her shirt when she did. Johnson unable to cash in on either of the free throws. Rebels couldn't handle the rebound, but Cardinals cleared too quick and the ball was there for them. So Rebels get the ball. That looks like Trump got a hand on it. Deflected the pass out of bounds, so it stays down on this end with the Rebels. Wilson will throw it in here. Trump gets a leg on that. Try it again. McCabe will try to get it thrown in here. We got a sub in for Wilson comes out and Nelson comes in for her. Wilson gets a rest. There goes a pass down underneath to Johnson. Oh, we got a little scrum down underneath, and we have a jump ball, and arrow is in the Cardinals' favor, so Trump will pass it into Anna Tobin. She is met at midcourt by Nelson, over to Trump, down to Hanson, over to Trump. Dribbles around looking for something underneath, gives it to Tobin, dribbles through traffic. DeMar's in a good spot to pick up that rolling ball. She dribbles up for the shot. Oh, just in and out. Hanson's there for the rebound and the put back. 12-10 Cardinals. Schmitz brings it up for Johnson. Almost got that pass. Johnson against Hanson down underneath, and a little bit of height difference there. She gets the shot. 12-12 game. Tobin dribbles down, passes to Trump, over to Hanson, down to Johnson. That's DeMars. Dribbles in for a nice little floater. Everybody's warming up. It's going a little bit faster here. Kangas is getting ready over here to come in. Johnson puts up a shot a little short. Rebound Johnson. Trump sends it down to DeMars, who misses Shot down low. Rebound, Rebels. There's a nice little floater by McCabe, right down the middle. Draws the foul. Chance for a three-point play. Looks like we got Kangas and DeGrood going in, and Johnson and Tobin coming out for a breather. So we'll see if McCabe can finish the three-point play. And she did not. Mathis got underneath there, tried to get that rebound, but ended up hitting the ball out of bounds. So Trump's going to throw the ball into DeMars. Coach Trump calls out a play. DeMars pushes the ball down. Coach Trump called the timeout. Coach Trump's got him dialed in here. DeMars passed into Trump. 7:43 left in the first period. We got a tie game. Carly up to the free throw line for Hansen. Passes over to Kangas. Back off to Trump. Back down it to Hansen. Trump in the lane for a nice little hook off to the right just a little bit. Rebound Johnson. Pressured by DeGrood. Met by DeMars. Pass down underneath to number 10, Allen. Can't get it to fall. Trump brings it back up the court. Passes to Lindsay Hansen. Back over to Trump. Back out to DeGrood. Up to Lindsay, down underneath to DeMars. And she draws the foul. Foul on number 10, I believe, Allen. So it'll stay down there. Looks like Trump's going to throw it in. That's her first foul, the team's third foul for the Rebels. Trump throws into DeGrood. She puts up a three, just off a little bit. Rebound by Johnson. Nelson brings the ball up for the Rebels. Passes over to McCabe, looking for something underneath. Out to Allen. Sees the cutter going underneath. Number 5, Mathis. Called for the double dribble. Turnover, Rebels. Kate Trump will throw it into DeMars and she'll bring the ball up. She met at midcourt by Nelson. Trapped up there, but passed over to Hansen, who throws it to Trump, who gives it back to Hansen. Down low for DeMars on the base. And she hits the 15-footer, I'm going to call it. 16-14 DA. 6:19 left to go in the first period. McCabe brings the ball up, pass over to Nelson. Dribbling around is Allen looking for a spot. Johnson puts up a shot that is deflected from behind by Hansen. Knocked out of bounds, but disrupted that shot. It'll stay down on this end. Nelson will throw it in for the Rebels as they set up their play. Everybody starts moving around, pass out to McCabe, who drives in just a little bit off. The fight for the rebound, ball goes out of bounds, stays with the Cardinals, or goes to the Cardinals. DeGrood hands it off to Trump. Trump throws it to DeGrood. Tough defense by the Rebels to disrupt that entire play. Johnson comes down, met by a bunch of Cardinals in the lane, nowhere to go. Drive in by Mathis, off the backboard for a nice little lay in there. Trump goes to DeMars, over to Kangas, down to Rose, back to Kangas. Looking for someone underneath. There's Carly DeGrood, just a little bit short. Rebound by the Rebels. Pass up to McCabe. Top of the key to Johnson, back to McCabe. Underneath to Allen, she gets around Trump. Trump is called for the foul. So Two shots here for Allen. Have a tie game. We got a couple subs coming in. Cohen in for DeGrood. And Tobin in for Trump. 16 is our score. We got 5 minutes to go. Looks like we have some bobby pin issues that the referee is pointing out. Not sure what that was about. She makes the second of the 2 free throws. DeMars throws it into Tobin. Met at midcourt by Nelson. Down to Cohen. Underneath to Rose. Back to Cohen. Dribbles around, gets it over to Kangas. Has Rose out. What a good ball movement here. Can't even keep up with it. Cohen goes around front, down to DeMars, waiting for the and it's in and out. That's a very good play. They got down, got the shot they were looking for, it just didn't fall. Johnson brings the ball up for the Rebels. Rebels coach Dean Benson calls out X. Good defense by DeMars, who intercepts that pass, runs down. She puts up a shot. Tobin was there to attempt to get the rebound, couldn't handle it. And now Rebels will bring the ball up. That's Nelson bringing the ball up. Met by Kangas. Passes over to Sorensen. Back to Nelson. Allen, taking off the drive for the basket, is called for a travel. And Coach Benson calls a timeout. We got our scorekeeper Bruce Malka calling out, saying we're ready to go, and we are. Anna Tobin brings the ball up for the Cardinals, passes it over to Cohen. He's going to drive the baseline. He's defended by number 10, Allen, who must have knocked the ball out and stays with the Cardinals. So Mathis comes in for Allen, gets to take a break. Tobin will throw into Cohen. Ball defended by Sorensen, who gets a hand on the ball, knocks it out, stays with the Cardinals. Cohen will throw it in. Another substitution for the Rebels. That's McCabe coming back in for Schneider. Cohen passes into Tobin, drives the lane, a wide open shot. Oh, just off the back. Rebound by Lindsay Hansen. Makes the bucket. Rebels bring it up, pass down to a wide open Mathis, but as she drives the lane and throws up the hook shot. Kangas had the rebound, knocked out of her hand. Hansen grabbed it. Indecision by DeMars as she's dribbling. She was going to pass, and then the pass wasn't there, and then it was double dribble. Cardinal turnover. The Rebels throw it into Sorensen. He looked for an open teammate, passed it back over to McCabe. Cutter said no, didn't want it. The pass was there, didn't grab it. Turnover, Rebels. We got a Trump coming in for DeMars to throw the ball in. To Tobin, who brings the ball up. Awaiting Tobin's Nelson at midcourt. Passes over to Trump. Underneath Hansen. Out to Cohen for the three-point shot. Off. Just a little bit short. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson brings it up. Finds McCabe, who passes it out to Sorensen. Back to McCabe. Trump comes up to put a little pressure. Nelson looking for an opening, looking for a cutter. Trump called for the foul.
Red, 14 red.
I believe that might be Kate's second foul, Bruce. So, substitution for the Rebels. Capers comes in for Johnson. Well, looks like VA is also going to get in on the substitution ring, and Bauer comes in for Tobin. Pass into Mathis. Disrupted. Picked off by the Cardinals. Kate Trump brings it up. Pass it down to Kangas, who underneath for Hanson. We got a scrum down underneath, jump ball, which will be Rebels ball. We're putting on a little bit of a press here. The Cardinals are make them work to get this ball up. They get it across the center line. Defense has really picked up here all of a sudden for the Cardinals. Oh, yeah, she kind of stumbled a little bit, and number 4, McCabe, called for the travel. Trump will throw it in, as he has a little word with the official as he goes by. Hanson pass over to Trump. Kangas down underneath, wide open for 3. 21-17 with 2 minutes left in the first period. McCabe brings it up, passes over to Sorensen, back to McCabe. Back and forth. A little extra energy all of a sudden here out of the Cardinals, and that pass is disrupted by Bauer off of number 23 Capers, and it will be VA ball. We got Rose in for Hanson as Trump awaits the ball from the official to throw into Kangas, who gives it back to Trump. Trump's met at midcourt by Sorensen, dribbles around, try to get pass into Rose. And I believe they're going to get Kate Trump for foul number 3. So Caitlin McCabe has a chance to make the free throw. She misses it. Bauer gets underneath for the rebound, and Johnson is called for a foul as she tried to get the rebound from behind Bauer, and can't do that. Trump throws into Cohen. She brings it up. No one there to meet her until she, called for the carry as the ball got away from her a little bit. Turnover Cardinal. We got a minute 20. We got 21-19 game right now. Very evenly matched game. Good defense has really picked up here for the Cardinals. Cohen's running around covering a couple people here as they're in their zone. Getting a little over aggressive. But you gotta like the hustle and the aggressiveness. Rebels will throw it in to number 4, puts up the shot, just a touch long, rebound by Johnson. That shot's a little short, and we got a tie up underneath with Bauer and Nielsen, and it's Cardinal ball. Trump throws it into Cohen, back to Trump. Trump brings it up, set by McCabe. McCabe drives down, shot just wouldn't go, rebound Rebels. McCabe brings the ball up, Trump waits for it down underneath. The pass down to Nielsen was a bit too high, she was open, but to get the ball down there took a little bit, and out of bounds, turnover Rebels. We got 35 seconds, so I'm guessing that Coach Trump's going to play for the last shot here. We'll see. It's always tough if you have that shot, you got to take it, but the coach says pass it around. There we go. Oh, there was a nice give and go underneath. Couldn't handle the low pass. Rebels bring it down. Bauer gets the rebound. Trump brings it down. 5 seconds left. Over to Cohen in the corner. Pass is short. Rose is tied up underneath, no shot. End of the first period, 21-19 Cardinals. All right, we're back for second period here. The Southland Rebels and the BA Cardinals girls varsity basketball game. A very entertaining and close game till now. Johnson did rock forward a little bit and got called for the travel. Trump will throw the ball into DeGrude. Awaiting her at center court is Nelson. DeGrude dribbles down, passes to Hanson over on the baseline. Look for Kate Trump cutting in. The left-handed layup is good. 23-19. Nelson brings the ball up for Southland. Pass it over to Sorensen. Then out to Mathis. Over to Nelson. Down underneath, met by DeGrude. Into Johnson. Rebound by Rose. Fought for the ball there, no foul called. Trump brings the ball down, over to Rose, down to Hanson. Nothing but net. Southland brings the ball up. Pass over to Johnson. Down to McCabe, looking for someone that's open as they move the ball around the top of the key. Nelson over to Johnson, looking for someone down underneath. Well defended by the Cardinals. Three-pointer put up by Mathis. Rebound by Kangas. Over to DeGrude, who pushes the ball up. Down, nice pass down under to Lindsay Hanson. Well defended, but she works her way into the lane, puts the shot up, a little short. Foul called on Hanson. Rebels bring the ball up at Nelson. Kangas waits at the top of the key, passes over to McCabe. Dribbles around, passes down to Mathis. Back over to McCabe. Cardinals are doing a good job of trying to disrupt the movement down underneath. There's a pass underneath. And a foul called on a Cardinal, I'm not quite sure. Foul on Kate Trump. That's her fourth. To the free throw line goes McCabe to shoot two. And the first one falls. Nice. Trump will give a little break. DeMars is in for Trump. As Caitlin McCabe lines up to shoot her second free throw, and she gets both. As Mr. Malik is sitting next to me would say, you got to make your free throws, and there's two of them they made right there. So 21-25, Cardinals lead. DeMars tries to pass down underneath the Rose. That pass is intercepted. Long pass up, and an easy shot, almost deflected by Kangas. Just couldn't quite get a finger on it. DeGrude pushes the ball up. Passes down to Hanson, down underneath, back to DeGrude. Well defended, out to DeMars. And a foul called on number 1, Sorensen for the Rebels. Throwing the ball in will be DeMars. Should use some first names here. Hannah DeMars throws the ball into DeGrude, takes the long in and out, two sides of the rim. Rebound by Southland. Bring the ball up and they set up. Pass down the baseline to Johnson. Cut number 2. Nelson cuts underneath. Fall on the Cardinals. Rose down underneath. We got some substitution for the Cardinals. We got Cohen and Johnson. Sorensen's going to throw the ball in as they run their play, and they all get tangled up in the middle. And there she finds Nelson. Pass over to Johnson, who takes the three-pointer, and she hits it. And as they take the lead with that three-point shot, 26-25 Rebels. DeMars brings the ball up, passes down to Cohen, who passes down to DeMars, puts up the shot off the glass a little too strong. They fight for the rebound. Mathis fight for all the way down with a fight down underneath to Johnson for the easy shot. DeMars sold it into Cohen, who gives it back to DeMars. 28-25 Rebels. DeMars is met by a couple Rebels and loses the handle. She tries to get down around the baseline. Turnover Cardinals. Southland will bring it up. Sorensen. Nope. Timeout, BA. All right, here we go. Timeout through. We got 14 minutes left in the second period. Rebels get a good pass down underneath. No shot there. Pass out is mishandled. Turnover Rebels. Dave Cohen. Throw it in. We got Trump in for Rose. Substitution. Cohen's going to throw it into DeMars. She's met by Nelson at midcourt. Down to a wide open Cohen, who is then defended and fouled by Nelson. Nope, that's not Nelson, that's Schneider. That's her first foul. Kate Trump is going to throw the ball in for the Cardinals. That's a play develop. Out to Kangas, over to DeMars, over to Johnson. Short, a little short. I think he might have got a hand on that and knocked that shot down. So Nelson brings the ball up, passes over to Sorensen at the top, over to Johnson, who finds Sorensen then driving, loses the handle. And we have a little bit of a tie up and a fall on somebody. Brooke Johnson commits that foul. 14 foul for the Cardinals. Brooke's second. There's a long shot by Johnson up. And Brooke gets that rebound as she fights for a long pass down to Cohen over to DeMars, who shoots a little too long. Rebound by Johnson. Kangas out to Kangas. Met by Schneider. Defended well. Turnover Cardinals. As I looked away, all of a sudden the Rebels had the ball, so I'm not quite sure what happened there.
32.
Schneider passes out to Johnson, who then passes to Nelson. Johnson cuts down underneath. Nice little spin move for an open shot, but missed it. Foul on, I believe it's going to be on Nelson. Oh no, on Johnson. We got a bunch of subs coming in. We got Hanson in for Johnson and Tobin in for DeMars. So we got some Rebels that are switching out. Schmitz is in there now. Wilson. Hannah Tobin to bring the ball up for the Cardinals. Met at half court by McCabe as they play their zone defense. Down to Lindsay Hansen. Over to Reagan Kangas for the three, just a little bit short. Over to Cohen, a little bit short. Tobin down fighting for the rebound, but not able to come up with it. Cohen cuts off Wilson, who puts up the air ball. And number 12, Schmitz, got it and was falling backwards, put up the shot and called for the travel. So everybody will calm down here a little bit and we'll bring the ball up and reset here. Tobin brings it up midcourt. Met by McCabe, down to Hansen, back to Hansen from Kangas to Trump, to Hansen, to Kangas, to Tobin, Kangas, Tobin, down underneath to Hansen, who puts up the shot, just a little hand on it, I believe, from a Rebel, and shot comes up a little short. Southland, Allen, errant pass that's picked off by the Cardinals. Trump brings the ball up, pass over to Tobin, back over to Trump, down to Reagan, Kangas, over to Hansen, down to Tobin, who was cutting underneath, and that ball knocked out of her hand by a Rebel. Wilson brings the ball up for the Rebels. A little move at the front, throws up the shot. Rebound, Hansen. And her father gave me permission to call her something, but I forget what it is now, so good thing, because she probably would get mad, so I'm not going to call her that. Shot, three-point shot by Cohen, just a little bit strong. Rebound by Wilson of the Rebels. Brought up by Schmitz, passed over to McCabe. Cardinals see the cutter. They're able to defend it pretty well. Their errant pass is picked off by Trump. He pushes the ball up, passes down low to Cohen, puts up the shot. There's a couple points for the Cardinals. We've been stuck on 25 for a little bit, so now we got 28-27 Rebels. We got an official timeout. Miss Hansen needs to tie her shoes. So she'll come to the bench so she can do that. And we'll get some substitutions by both teams here. McCabe passes down low to Mathis, who tries to get it to McCabe, who loses the handle, out of bounds. Turnover Rebels. Kate Trump passes in to Anna Tobin. She'll bring it up as Caitlin McCabe waits for her at center court. Tobin passes to Trump. Trump back over to Tobin. She does a good job to handle that strong pass. McCabe giving Tobin a little bit of fits there at the top of the key and gets the steal. Trump bring the ball back up. Down underneath to Rose. Trump for three. Oh, just a little bit short. Rebound, Johnson. The Rebels bring the ball up. Johnson brings up to the top of the key. Pass over to Schmitz. Looks for Johnson underneath. Back out to McCabe, who takes the long shot. Three-pointer is good. Trump throws it in to Tobin, who will bring the ball up at 33-27 Southland. Kangas looking for the open pass. Down to Cohen, down underneath, back to Kangas. That was a two-pointer. She must have stepped on the line. 29-33 Southland. Coach Benson for Rebels calls timeout. All right, after the timeout, the Rebels start off with the ball. McCabe throws it in to Schmitz. I'm sure the coach saw something he wanted to set up for her, and they're working it around, looking for that underneath. We got a little bit of a collision down underneath. Foul on Rose. The ball will stay with the Rebels. That is Josie Rose's second foul. So Rebels set up to throw the ball in. Schmitz starts his play, throws the ball in off the back of one of her players, grabbed by Kangas, throws it over to Trump. He throws it down underneath for Tobin, puts up the shot a little short. Rebound by the Rebels. McCabe. Mathis back over the McCabe, down underneath for Johnson. Puts it back out to Mathis, who puts up the shot. No goal. rebound, McCabe. Down underneath for Capers. Tobin comes up with the ball. Charges down, gets the layup, does not go. Rebound, Johnson. Johnson passes to McCabe. She walks the ball up as they set up the play over to Schmitz. Down under Johnson takes the three, short, gets her own rebound. Puts up a shot, is fouled. Putting up that shot. And the foul is on Brooke Johnson.
Red. That's right, I wasn't leaving.
And Bailey Johnson will shoot the first of her 2 free throws. And that one hits 2 different rims, and out it comes. They do an all-out switch for the Rebels, other than Bailey, who is shooting the free throw. She'll attempt to make her second shot here, and she does not. Rebound by Josie Rose. Pass over to DeMars, brings the ball up. Pass it over to Trump. Down underneath to Hanson, who looks low and nothing. And her pass is intercepted by Schneider. Nelson brings the ball up. Sorensen looks for something. Johnson has the ball, looks to shoot, nothing there. Over to Schneider, back to Johnson. Cross court to Nelson. Back to Sorensen. Looking for the open shot, looking for it underneath, but moving the ball around. Well defended. There's intercepted pass by DeMars, and VA takes control of the ball here over to Reagan Kangas. Kate Trump has the ball, looking for someone, being harassed by Nelson. DeMars puts up shot, gets her own rebound, and a nice shot off the glass. 31-33 Rebels. 6.5 minutes left to play. Johnson puts up the shot a little short, rebound by Rose. Passes up to DeMars. Coach Trump wants him to push the ball. She does that, and just a back rim pops out. Nice floater shot there, though. Rebels bring it back. Nelson dribbles it up. Let her team get set. Sorensen passes it down in the corner to Schneider, who gets it down underneath to Johnson. Well defended by Pierre. And Nelson puts up a long three off the glass. By a look on her face, that's not what she was shooting for, but she'll take it. I always like it to be all net, but the same amount of points if it hits the backboard or not. DeMars dribbles around, harassed by some Rebels, over to Hanson. Shot ends up being a little short. Rebound Rebels. Nelson, that's Sorensen brings the ball, passes to Nelson. Back to Sorensen, back to Nelson. Down low to Schneider. To Johnson underneath, and puts the floater in. 38-31 Southland. Just over 5 minutes to go. Kate Trump brings the ball up. Net by Nelson at the key. Passes down underneath to Hanson, who is fouled.
White, 13. White, 1.
Foul by Nielsen. Kate Trump will throw the ball in. Anna Cohen comes in as Reagan Kangas gets a little breather. Few substitutions for Southland. Passed into Hanson, who passes to Cohen. Shot's a little bit short. They got a good look, though. That was a good play. Sorensen brings the ball up. Passes over to Nelson. Pass intercepted by Cohen, who goes down for the easy layup. 33-38. Rebels bring the ball back up. Nelson passes over to McCabe. Back over to Sorensen. That pass is intercepted by Hanson. Brings the ball up. passes down to Mars, who drives in for the, oh, that was a good foul. It was called. Number 4, McCabe, down underneath. A couple substitutions for the Cardinals. The Cardinals set up their play. Trump to throw the ball in as they run their play. Hanson, nice pass into Hanson. She goes down a little too strong off the glass. Rebound, Southland. But DeGrood gets in there and ties it up. VA ball. Trump sets him up again to try this again. Pass goes out to Cohen. She mishandled it, but she's got it. She looks over to Trump. Trump's looking down underneath. And the fans want to follow, and they get one. 4. Caitlin McCabe is called for the foul. That's her second foul. So Trump will set it up to play from the other side of the key this time. And her pass is intercepted, but then I believe Carly is going to get called for this foul as she breaks up that pass. And they're now at 17 fouls, so they will go to the line. McCabe will go to the line, and Coach Trump wants a timeout. Back after the timeout, Caitlin McCabe to shoot her first free throw here. And that one is nothing but net. She gets another one. Here goes her second free throw. Is good. 40-33 Southland. Kate Trump throws the ball into Carly DeGrood, who pushes the ball up, met by McCabe. Passes down to Cohen, who puts up a 3, a little long. Rebound by Nelson for Southland. DeGrood putting a little pressure on as they bring the ball up. They get the ball to Nelson. Coach Trump wants them to put some pressure on him up high, and that they do. Southland trying to get the ball underneath. There's a pass into McCabe, who puts up a tough shot and it falls. Trump brings the ball up for the A. That ball is handled by Hanson, who passes down to DeGrood. The shot is contested and knocked out of bounds by a Rebel. Trump going to throw the ball in. We got Tobin coming in for DeGrood. Trump's going to get their team set up and get this play set up. Nice play down underneath the cone, who is fouled by Mathis. And that'll send Cohen to the line.
2 shots. 2 shots, players. Go red.
Cohen, nothing but net on that first free throw. That's what you want right there, Mr. Malika. And she makes both her free throws. As Bruce Malika says, you got to make your free throws. Full court press here by the Cardinals. Ball pass to Johnson, who is able to cross the line. Pass is unable to be handled by the Rebels. Turnover. Kate Trump will throw it into Tobin. Who's away. Caitlin McCabe waits for her. Put some pressure onto a pass over to Cohen, who gets it to Tobin down underneath, who's too far behind underneath the backboard to take a shot. But they try it again. It's not there this time. Underneath the Trump, who is fouled by Nelson, and that'll send Trump to the free throw line.
2 white. 2 white.
That's her first foul. Excuse me. And that first free throw is off. Fight for the rebound, but it is Southland ball. I think that was Buffalo. I'm gonna double check so I don't mix up this nickname. Buffalo. We got a little scrum down underneath. Tobin fighting for that ball. Pressure put on by the Cardinals. Try to force a turnover here. There's a pass down underneath to Mathis, who could not handle that pass. And the defense, long pass down to corner. It's nothing but net as the Southland Rebels were kind of caught sleeping there a little bit. And they cashed in. 37-42 Southland. They do get the ball across the center line. 2 minutes to play here. Pressure by the Cardinals, who are causing some turnovers here by the Southland, and that's an over and back. Turnover. Trump will throw the ball into Tobin. And we have under 2 minutes to play in this contest. That's what Gordy would call it, it's a contest. So Kangas over to Cohen. Looking for something underneath. There's Trump underneath. Down under to Hanson. Buffalo is able to make that shot. I was given permission to use that name by her father, so heard a fall by Tobin. That will send McCabe to the line. As both teams here are at 18 fouls, so all fouls now are free throws. 1 and 1. Kaylin McCabe. This is their first foul. A little collision down underneath, no foul. And Southland is able to get that rebound. BA's putting pressure on. And Cohen intercepts that pass. Drives to the basket is followed by Caitlin McCabe, and will go to the line.
Good work, Cohen.
The energy level has really picked up here in this last minute and a half, 2 minutes. Nothing but net on that from Miss Cohen. Makes both her free throws. 42-41, Southland Rebels. We come right down to it. Cardinals putting on full court pressure. There's a pass that is deflected but handled by the Rebels. Hannah Cohen called for the foul as they put some pressure on. We'll send Nelson to the line. But as Mr. Malika points out, it stops the clock. Make them earn their points. And she earns that one. Earns her second free throw here by making that first one. And the second one is errant. Hanson comes up with the free throw. Trump will work the ball up. 2-point game, so we got a little time here. Coach Trump called a timeout, set up a play. All right, we're back after this timeout. Trump throws the ball into Tobin. Pressured by Schnorrensen. Nothing easy here, right down the last 46 seconds. Pass over to Cohen. Drive down, defended well. Out to Trump, back to Cohen for the three-pointer. A little bit long. Rebound by Wilson. Throws her over to Johnson. And is followed by Hanson. Bailey Johnson at the line for a 1-and-1. He makes the first one. Makes it a 3-point game. This is a big shot right here. Little shot, rebound by Trump. Pushes the ball up, down underneath the cone, he puts up the shot. Oh, just a little bit off. Backed up by Hansen. Tobin gets the rebound, but they call a jump ball in favor of the Rebels. Timeout called by Southland Rebels. Back after the timeout, coaches have all their plays set up, instructions given. 18 seconds left, 17.9. Be exact. Southland inbounds the ball to Johnson, who is defended by Hansen. He loses the handle on the ball. And DA ball with 13.6 seconds left, a 3-point game. Coach Trump calls on timeout to set up a play. Timeout's over, plays are set once again. 3-point game, 13.6 seconds. Trump to throw the ball in. Tobin takes it in the backcourt, dribbles up. Over to Cohen. Down to Hansen, out to Kangas, up to Cohen for the 3-pointer, off the mark, rebound by Johnson. Game. Very good game. 44-41. Southland Rebels on top, VA Cardinals.